Hey, cats, good morning to you. Sunday morning. Today we're going to touch on the MSM turning on old bedriddens at the behest of the DNC and why it's happening. All right, do you want to hear it? Here you go. Good morning, savages. Welcome in. Thanks for coming. Before we get started, I just want to touch on that intro. Head over to Post America. They create some hilarious art for real artists over there. They got a hell of a sub count, but getting algorithmically hidden, I would assume. You might not always agree with their politics, but anyone can appreciate art, and comedy with art, even better, right? But let's go. Let's get started. So, like I said, we're touching on old bedriddens and what appears to be a largening rift between him, the mainstream media, and, of course, the DNC, right? Who is the lizard overlords of the media, right? Obama made sure of that. In, I believe, the signing of the 2012 NDAA removed the restrictions on the mainstream media being a propaganda arm for the government. So here we are dealing with the repercussions of that. All right? But anyway, I'm sure plenty of you have seen an FBI search took place at Biden's Wilmington home on Friday. 6 more classified documents have turned up, right? Which brings the total to, I believe, 30 at this point. Again, multiple locations. Some of these new ones were dated from when his time was in the Senate. So this guy's been sticky fingering documents for over a decade, right? But, you know, not surprising at all. Anyone that's paid attention, this guy's been a career pathological liar, absolutely corrupted and compromised. All right. But now you see CNN coming out and spouting some stuff that 99% of us would have been banned across social media for saying the last couple years. All right. Here's a little clip. Let's check it out.
His denials, a CNN review of the laptop data as well as other public material, shows that Joe Biden did interact with some of his son's associates while serving as vice president, though it's unclear exactly what was discussed. One example, the Republican site, Miguel Alemán Magnani, a Mexican businessman and son of the former president who Hunter was trying to woo. In 2014, Alemán Magnani and his dad were photographed at the White House with then Vice President Biden. In a later email, Hunter Biden reminds Alemán Magnani of the favors he's done for him. We have been talking about business deals and partnerships for 7 years. I have brought every single person you have ever asked me to bring to the effing White House and the Vice President's house and the inauguration. Hunter Biden bluntly acknowledged the power of the Biden name in a memoir, writing that the Ukrainian energy company Burisma, which put him on its board, considered my last name gold.
I don't think that there's a lot of things that would have happened in my life that if my last name wasn't Biden.
Right? So telling you that everything that this dude has said since this previous presidential run has been a complete stack of bullshit. Right? Fabrication, just like, you know, the chapters of his life change every week. And he was forced to drop out of previous presidential runnings for plagiarizing speeches. And again, fabricating new chapters in his life story on a daily basis, right? I'm a professor. I have my own law firm. I was a truck driver. Corn pop, yada, yada, which I will add a video later that will just be a quick little montage of just Biden's bullshits, right? But, so again, more documents have come out. You've seen at the end of that video there, it ended with Hunters all talking about, there's a lot of things wouldn't have come to be or happened if my last name wasn't Bedens. Like, I believe it. Who are you going to sell influence from or to at that point, right? But, you know, the media is not doing this out. They didn't wake up with morals. This is not out of journalistic integrity. This is literally at the behest of their overlords and to try to save face, as the mass public has lost complete faith in the mainstream media. You know, and also trying to save the DNC. But it's to kill two birds with one stone. They are going to try to move forward with excluding Trump. After they get rid of Biddens, they'll try to exclude Trump on the same grounds. Like, look, we got rid of Biddens for this. You guys should get rid of Trump schools. But there's not a comparison. All right? And, you know, and it's not just, you know, that the CNN that's being public. It's also other Democrat members, Debbie Stabenow, Katie Porter, Joe Manchin, right? Another little clip here for you.
An FBI search. White House said it was coordinated with the FBI, but we now had an FBI search into former President Trump's. Now we have an FBI search into President Biden's residence. What's your assessment of how the president has handled this situation?
Well, I mean, it's just hard to believe that in the United States of America we have a former president and a current president that basically in the same situation. How does this happen? You know, only thing I can tell you, Chuck, is when I go into the SCIF with the secured documents, they always ask, are you clean when you walk out? Yeah. They want to make sure you're not carrying anything out. You know, and it might be a mistake. You might just put it in your other papers, but you double check right there. So that, to be held accountable and responsible is what we all are. And to put those in unsecured spaces is irresponsible.
Right, and, you know, even he's saying it's, you know, irresponsible. Debbie Stabenow saying it's embarrassing. But there that you saw, you know, them try to make, in that clip there, the comparison with Trump. Again, there is no comparison. One had the power of declassification, was under, you know, surveillance by the Secret Service, has 24/7 security at Mar-a-Lago, and was under a lock and key. The lock, of course, was recommended by the Department of Archives to be installed. Right? With Biddens, multiple locations, you know, again, documents stretching back over a decade, and the garage is not a very secure place, especially for some information like that. You know, all this stuff was also found in the home where his drug-addled son continued to hold foreign business dealings, right? In leaked emails from the laptop. Also shows that a lot of those took place in the home with Biden, right? Again, this dude has been nothing but bullshitting you. It's also come out now that his chief of staff is saying, smell you later, man. Ron Klain has come out, said he's resigning. But, unfortunately for the rest of us here, he's being replaced by Susan Rice, you know, lion sack from the Obama administration. Basically, you know, a wordsmith to come in and lie to you, look you in the face, and just bold-faced bullshit, right? She's one of the architects of, and the biggest pushers of the false information that a documentary started the Benghazi 9/11 situation. You know what I mean? So, you know, again, being brought in for one sole reason. It's to the point now where Cringe can't even lie for him anymore. She just blatantly doesn't answer questions. Says, I didn't answer question. I'm not going to answer this question. And they're like, yeah, but you got to answer this question. Well, I did just answer it. No, you didn't. You said you weren't answering questions. Like, that's your sole job, is to answer questions. You know what I mean? They want you to believe, like you've seen in the Manchin video there, that they are doing the right thing, though, by repeating the word cooperation ad nauseum. Right? That's great you're cooperating. Years after your thefts. Right? I mean, again, this is years after the fact. Even the most current classified document found in his possession was from the Obama admin. So again, years past the point of return. Okay? You know, this is a complete clown show, and it's at this point the DNC is just about willing to do anything to save face and retain some power. Okay, they're going to come out and say that they were wrong about Biddens. We got to do something about it in the end. I guarantee it. No, he will not be punished. He may not serve out the rest of his term, But that's the worst thing that's going to happen. They'll let him ride off into the sunset and, you know, use his foreign dollars to have one hell of a retirement, right? But the key to it, again, is to save face and eliminate Trump in the long run. All right? But you guys tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me to fuck off in the comments. Smell you later.
We're not against the Republicans. We're not against the Republicrats. We are against those MAGA thugs. Thugs.